Good evening, guys. Good evening and welcome at the Tuesday SLB event competitive match between clans on server 4 and map Town. Tonight we will be streaming on German side. So the blue will be Germans, red are Americans, US soldiers. Also today we as a Creek clan, we have three squads on this map. Two squads are on the Axis side, on the German side, one troops squad and one mechanized squad, and the other troop squad is on the US side. This is again the start of the SLB event on Tuesday. I'm glad I can be here with you after this long time. I haven't been there, so sorry about that, but I need a holiday for myself. And in a few minutes, in 1 minute, we should start. Our players are ready. All the clans we have here on the German side, we have PBS, Double Ls, CGTs, Greek, Czechoslovakian clan, 57th Turkish clan, DKBs, EXTR, Exodus clan, and that's it on the German side. On the other side, on the allies, we have Double Ls, DKBs as well. After the map will switch, we switch the sides. So I'm really looking forward to commentate and stream a match like this after this long time. Honestly, I'm pretty looking forward to see which point we'll be fighting for tonight. If it will be the center of the town, where is lots of CQB and CQC combat, or if it'll be the outskirts of the town, outskirts of the current town itself. Three ways. 3 points on the middle of the map, and 3 different way of playing, because as I was saying, the middle of the town center is lots of CQB and CQC combat, which means lots of machine guns will be used, grenades, lots of satchels I believe will be used as well. On the other hand, if we'll be playing about the outskirts, both of the outskirts have something for the side either of Americans or the Germans. If we play for the north side, the better places for the Germans because they have more coverage on this side of the map. On the other hand, the Americans are pretty in the open over here, but also they have shorter way into the point, which is over here on the bridge. On the other hand, if we look on the other side of the map, we will be playing over this point over here, I believe it's over here, yeah, somewhere over here, and that's better for the Americans as the cover for the cover and ground taking. They have lots of cover over here. On the other hand, the Germans have a shorter pathway to it and more open as well. This field over here is practically one big open field, and they can be as a sitting ducks over on this side of the map. The map will be changed in 25 seconds, and the match will be starting. So have a seat, grab something good to drink and good to eat, and enjoy. As always, this stream is 15 minutes delayed, so I'm not able to actually answer your questions in real time, but I believe somebody in the chat will answer you quicker than I, or I will answer and you will get the answer 15 minutes delayed. Map's changing, so let's go. So on United States, never mind. So blue is the United States, the US will be blue, the Germans will be red.
Mic check.
And
Hello.
this is
Yep, 1 2.
I will
Mic check.
take the leadership volume down to 20%, so we can still hear them, but but not so loud. I believe this will be enough. So the first guys already spawning, building, dropping supplies, so the nodes can be built up, as everybody should do at the beginning. So commander has everything he needs. Also, again, as we playing SLB events, there are ECL rules included, which means Panther is not allowed on the German side. The nodes are indestructible, and also only one guy on artillery, and that guy is unkillable. So even though your recon gets onto the HQs, they cannot dismantle the nodes, and they cannot kill the artillery guy. Warm-up is nearly in halfway, and it looks like the nodes are built up perfectly with lots of time, to spare, so the infantry can actually move into the borders, into the red borders, and be ready to push into the town center. So as I was saying, we actually playing the middle, which means there will be lots of CQB and CQC, lots of SMGs and ARs fighting. Also, it's a pretty pretty hard for the tanks to work inside the city without proper infantry coverage. So I believe we will be able to see lots of satchels on tanks, lots of tank destroying moments, etc. And the rest of the points are costumes and canal locks on German side, which is on top of the map, and for US it's ruins and black dot. Honestly, the black dot is pretty good defensible, because you can see these are very open areas, and you can actually make a pretty good different positions over here. On the other hand, if you have the momentum, you can steamroll that point pretty quick. Pretty much warm-up is over 2 seconds, and the game has begun, and the troops starting with the trucks moving inside the town center. Germans already dropping supplies over here on the other side of the railroad for the garrison, right over here in this between these buildings. So they have like town center on the side, so they can push from the side. Also it looks like the Americans dropping the supplies as well. That was German supplies, wasn't it? Yeah, that's a German supplies. The German supplies. One of the trucks is coming around the town center. There's some first mark from the commander. Second truck is coming into the town center. They're trying to get as far as possible they can. They're trying to get from the side from the churches, the church side. The Germans actually starting to flooding the city by foot, and also a few by a truck. Artillery shooting, artillery barrage already starting to falling down. I'm not able to say if it's Germany or American, but I believe this one German and this one is American. That's actually pretty good shots on the main road, onto the right on the medium tank, which is driven by the 57th Turkish forces. And the skirmish has begun. The fight in the gardens has begun. That Panther 4 got like direct hit by that artillery, I believe. That's a pretty good shot by the US artillery, I have to say. Let's shake them up. Yeah, as you can see, the US forces actually claimed this side of town, but they forgot to put enough soldiers over here, and the Germans actually pushing through the downtown, through the railroads, and I
I believe they managed to. I believe they managed to build up the garrison. Yes, they did. They had the garrison down there, and they're trying to push the city from the right side and from the front as well. They're trying to do a pincer maneuver on the unit over here inside the gardens. They're trying to lock them inside and wipe them out. Sherman got hit by the Panzer IV. We were gonna win. The Sherman is retreating. I think it's not a hull damage. He got hit into the tower. Yeah, it is. It's a tower hit, so he should be able to survive 2 more hits by the Panzer. The US actually the gardens over here, but the artillery doesn't make it very easy for them. And the Germans still winning the cap race over here. They are 60% off. The Sherman is gone. Sherman is gone. Panzer IV is heavily damaged, but he won that fight. And he's still operational, so they'll start, I believe, to retreat. And repeat, they have coverage by the Lux over here. We call it a pew gun because it's a fucking beast against the infantry. The Germans actually flooding the right side of the town, the outskirts of the town. Yeah, the south side of the town is actually pretty flooded by the Germans. The US forces need to split their forces from the gardens and push a little bit back into this little town square over here and secure the position in the trenches. And we can see Jock was trying to suppress the fire with his machine gun, but he was wiped out with the good German artillery warfare. Is trying to put on an OP in the trenches, and he's trying to get back into his position where they should be to help secure the point. The town center has now belonged to Germans, and the Germans are trying to hold it down. You can check the map. There's a German squad leader in a hardscape with his OP, and also the second squad is near the hardscape with his OP, and a few Americans close to the hardscape, and light tank as well, which is trying to defend positions in the gardens. Let's check upside of the map. As we saw the costumes, the Germans actually push around the river over here, and they're trying to flank the US troops as far as they can. But as we can see, the US troops won't dilly-dally and try to secure this position as fast as they can, so the Germans can't get around them, and they have secured their left flank against the German infantry. Also, it looks like the US troops lost the control of the church, and the German infantry can actually advance around this position over here with the Lux as a support over here with the vacuum cleaner. Yeah, Germans actually slowly securing the town center itself. The artillery, I believe, helping them pretty good. That was a beautiful HE shot against the building and wiped out the German over there. Lady Sailor with his support is trying to get around that steward. Let's see what's going to happen over here. Statue or support is checking the steward. There's only one guy inside the town. What is he doing? He's trying to help them with his band-aid. tried to repair that Stuart and was killed by Astil. And Astil is taking his satchel. Yeah, he's taking the satchel. JJ, and JJ is trying to warn them about that satchel. And satchel is on. Astil actually put on the satchel. And the satchel is live on the right tank. Two guys is defending that satchel, and the only one guy was inside the right tank. Tried to dismantle the satchel, but he was killed, and that's the end for the American light tank over here. As we can see, the US forces actually had to pretty badly fall back. They actually trying to retake the position from these two garrisons, and we have sniper guy from the German side behind their lines. Puchas is over here. He's the one that can stop him, and he did. Beautiful shot, beautiful shot. Yeah, Germans still in control of the railroads, and that's actually a pretty good opening for them to flood the town center as much as they can. And now they wiped out all enemies inside the gardens next to the town center and behind it. And U.S. forces need actually push from far this way again into their positions inside the trenches, and in a time like this will be a pretty hard for them to battle it again, because it's a beautiful bombing run made by the US troops. It take a few Germans, it was a few kills, I believe 4 to 5 kills at least. That was a beautiful wiping bombing run made by the US commander. Not too shabby, not too bad. Yeah, and on the north side of the city, let's see what's happening here, because the Germans actually tried to, as I was saying before, they tried to flank them far from the north, but the US actually managed to saw it, and they're trying to wipe them out over here. Their garrison is actually, was hot, so they knew the 100 meters away from this position is are Germans. They're trying actually to go and wipe this OP over here, which have double L's. Sergeant Skimmy have this OP over here with his sniper rifle, which means that's only a recon squad. That's actually only a recon squad, 2-man squad. It should be not that hard for the US troops to wipe them and clear it. The Germans, meanwhile, actually pushing through the town center, pushing through the gardens and through the trenches behind it, and actually pushing US forces into the corner. The lead grinder over here is in a tight spot. They actually have they are in tight spot that need help. More soldiers over here. And the Germans, the Doubles and FN company is pushing through. Germans, FN company, actually take this building into their hands and trying to hold up this crossroad over here against the US troops. And Stefan with his assault is trying to push forward, step by step, wall by wall, and clear it on the way. That's pretty good tactic by him, and the rest of this squad is actually following him, not too close, but close enough to help him if something bad would happen. So, as we could see, the middle totally fall off. The US troops actually totally fall off in this middle of the map, which means they have only right flank up, left flank is actually pushing inside the town center, but nobody is in the middle defense, middle point, middle attack, mid ground, call it whatever you want. Nobody is in the main push, and that's actually a disaster. that's not good for the US troops, not at all. The FN company, if they would want to, they can push this far over here, build up a garrison, because it's still in the red, so they need only 50 supplies, and from this garrison they could actually push quickly inside the point. On the ruins, actually, you can see a few few US forces trying to respawn. The defensive forces is respawning and trying to secure the positions, but nobody is inside, and the whole squad run south of the point, and nobody went into the north side of the point. And as you can see on the map, the north side of the map is completely empty. There is no American whatsoever, and this can be fatal for the second point of the US troops. Because as you can see, even over from here, from this bird view, the Germans actually secured like 80% of the town center, and the US now pushing them up here from the church with both of the tanks. They have both of the tanks. There's the 76 heavy tank managed by the 57 and PPS in the medium tank. And a few infantry are right behind them, trying to cover their rear. And that's the only push we have here, but nobody is on the ruins. Like nobody is inside the ruins. Nobody. And Double F's actually taking that opportunity to push through the main road right into the point. Right into the point. And that's what I was saying a few seconds ago, 2 minutes ago, that if they would love to, they can push right over here, right inside the hard cap. There is no defensive force whatsoever, because all of them are on the south side of the point. This is bad. This is bad. The Double F's, the haters, is already inside the hard cap. He's trying to get the position inside this ruined building. There's a US supply truck with the commander, which was killed by the haters, and I hope they will now talk to each other about enemies inside the hard cap. There's four guys from the able squad. There's almost a full squad of Germans inside the hard cap. Holy crap! This is actually bad, because this definitely means that the mid-range will fall apart. There's nobody over here. Nobody. Literally nobody is over here, and there should be like 2 to 3 squads over here and fight for these positions, and they're still trying to like flank around it. All of them trying to flank around and get inside the town center. They're like only have like tunnel vision. Only I see the point I need to cap, and nothing else matters. Yeah. So the able squad actually wiping out everybody inside the ruins, and the ruins are, the hard cap is now in full control of the able squad. Able squad is laying down, trying to get some defensive positions, and Americans finally wake up and figure out that, oh shit, we have enemies inside the hard cap. And honestly, they have a big problem, because these are not bad players. These are not great players on the German side. They actually managed to kill a bunch of defenders. The last one is still poor, but don't be mistaken, the others will have OP right over here, so they are able to spawn pretty quickly inside the hard cap and defend it. Also, the artillery helping them a lot. The artillery just destroyed the supply truck that the commander drove in here, and step by step the able squad actually managed to take the ruins, and they started to camp for a few brief moments, and they kept in again. And they're losing again, because that artillery actually wiped out the Germans and not the Americans. This is crazy. Honestly, this is crazy. There should be right now like 2 squads trying to defend this position. King squad is actually pushing into the point as well. They are already in a soft cap with 2 members and 2 others coming in. So Able squad is not alone anymore. So it's 2 squads, 2 German squads against 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 4 squads of US defenders. Let's check the map, what's happening around. As we can see, 57 Love Squad was far behind the enemy lines. They have even garrison over here. Oh my god. The right flank is totally blank right now. The left flank is overflowing by the US forces, yes, but they are not able to push inside the hard cap itself, and the Germans actually holding off pretty good, even inside the ruins, which should be in control of the US forces. It's a German player with there's a medium tank with BBS trying to help the infantry to retake the position of ruins to kill every single infantry over here. And the 30 cows speaking, 30 cows, and then we did 105 German. And actually this help. Yeah. 2 squads are inside the hard cap. 3 squads, 4 squads. Yeah, 4 squads is trying to defend the ruins. And honestly, this is the point where the US should restart their leading line and start sending people to the main roads over here and over here. These 3 roads should now be retaken by the US, and they should be trying to push as many soldiers through this gap, through this position, through the middle line, because the right flank is actually holding up well. There's a Love Squad that actually pushed through, and they even got an OP over here. There's still garrison, there's still German garrison over here, far over here, and the US doesn't know about it. It's crazy, man. Half of their body, and if you have like leaves on your helmet and there is leaves on the wall, you are nearly invisible. So I don't like this type of the gaming, but the game is actually allows it. So yeah, why not? Lots of smokes on the ruins. The Sherman is totally smoked. He can't see shit, I believe, and it looks like actually the US actually managed to kill nearly all the infantry, nearly all the German infantry inside the ruins. There's a few over there. Both of them are actually SLs, so they can put down OP and units, but still have OP over here. I believe Division 33 Louis 96 is looking for a place to place his OP, so his soldiers can spawn in and push inside the ruins. Let's check the church over here, which actually is still being fighting for by the troops. The US troops trying to retake the control of the church and of this side of the map, but the Germans still pushing them and still making it very difficult for for them. What about the US garrisons? Do we have some attacking garrisons? No. We have one garrison over here, and that's actually it. So the US troops actually right now are actually that's actually why they're losing. That's actually why they're losing pretty hard, I believe, because they have not enough garrisons, so they actually need to be able to spawn on the OPs, but OPs is very easy to destroy. So etc. You know, so it's not that easy. And actually, Germans have lots of garrison. they still have the garrison over here, which is red but spawnable. And German's garrison is over here. German garrison is not somewhere up here. Okay, so over there, and that was a beautiful play. UKLs, they destroyed the medium tank, and the ruins is starting to fall to the German hands. And this will be it. This will be it for this point, I believe, because as you can see on the map, a lot of German infantry coming from the north, and the US forces are not able to spawn enough defensive forces and do some good counter-attack. They are spawning in one block over here and just shooting from this this side only here, which is not good. You need to spread out your forces, send your satchelmans around the point into the back of the Tiger. The Tiger is actually a pretty bad news for the US over here, because the Tiger can do so much damage right now. Town center has started to fall into the US hands. The US winning the cap race for now. And the US losing the cap on the town center. Germans retaking the town center, and they also taking the ruins. Yeah, both of the points has been taken by the Germans right now. Let's see what's happening here. There's TKBs, and there's a Division 33 are fighting over the town center. This is something how the defense I believe should look like. If you can see, there's a few guys inside the hard cap, few guys were over here trying to push out the enemies from here, and another defensive squad is over here trying to push the enemies from the church and push them out of here. This is how the defense should actually look. Not that you send all of your guys one way and leave the point without any defenders. Even one guy inside the point can make a difference, because he can tell you what's happening. He can tell you that the enemy is coming from the other side, and so you can redirect your attack, etc. And it looks like the Tiger was destroyed. Yeah, beautiful. That's actually what saves the US troops over on the ruins. And this can be actually right now it can actually play into the US hands, and this is actually opportunity for them to retake their positions and try to push inside the town center once more and retaking it. Don't be fooled, 57. Don't be fooled. Don't try to push inside the cap themselves. They actually hit the mine. Yes, they hit the mine, so they need damage. And there's a Mazda with his satchel, and he's putting down the satchel, and he was killed. That was a beautiful save by the US troops. That was a beautiful save. Beautiful save on that 76. That's actually something that the US now need to save that 76, because it's fucking pressure for them right now. The ruins are still being attacked by the Germans, I believe, from the south and from the rear right now. Yeah, and again, there is not enough defensive force. This is pretty bad. The Able squad is pretty good, and they do a fucking good job over here. And there's the squads that defending the ruin have actually problems against them. Not only me, but the others as well. JJ got hit by the TO. She didn't even had the opportunity to take out her BAR. He killed her mercilessly. Teopul has been killed from far away. That was a beautiful shot. And Warfare can secure the position once again and build the OPs. For his crews. Yeah, the Warfare dropped down the OP and he's trying to push against the Leader, and he's two Germans and they won. Sirkasanian is inside and he's shooting and wins. Both Germans dead, OP's up. And they can spawn. Over here we've seen a sniper. Yeah, there's a sniper. He's actually spotting that medium tank over here. And he's trying to track him for the precision strike by the commander or for the satchel guys, for the satchels or 80s of his teammates. There's a Riddick with his assault. He's trying to get the satchel. Yeah, he will be trying. No, he will not. He saw the infantry behind that 105, and actually said to him that it's not okay for him to satchel that tank. JJ against the over here. Stefan is right over here on the wall. Crazy gameplay. I don't know if you knew, but if you like going onto the wall, or not only on the stone wall, but even on the wooden one, on the wooden wall, you actually make no sound. That's the truth. You actually make no sound. So your steps are you're not able to hear the steps of the soldier on top of the wall. Garrison over here, spawn from the garrison. Pechko is leaning on the side, two Germans over there. He was right now. Zapotex will try the same and he will be killed as well, I believe. Oh, he didn't see the machine gunner! Holy crap, he didn't see the machine gunner on top of the wall. Oh my god. And he's dead. And that was actually a beautiful RT. That tank, that's MG gunner is dead, and the defending of the ruins is still in effect. And to check the map pretty quick, because the German forces actually secured these positions for them. The four squares around the town center. And this will be pretty hard for US to retake, because the CQB in this game is not that easy as it looks. And also it's still the game, you know. It's just a game, nothing. It's nothing like a real life. So the ping matters and everything else. So somebody with higher ping, like over here, sometimes have an advantage against the low ping guys. And on the other way, you can have, like, you can see yourself behind the cover and then you die, but because of your ping you got hit a few seconds before you get hit behind that cover. JJ over here checking the corner, holding on with that holy shit. Oh fucking hell! She just bumped herself and two mates by the grenade because she tried to throw it grenade over there, and she was killed by Klaus. Givney Pabo just killed Klaus. Secure it, guys, secure it. Don't rush, secure it, secure it. Secure the location. That was a beautiful nade that killed the machine gunner over there. And this is a beautiful push. This is a push that can actually wipe these two OPs over here that is showing mental hell on the ruins. Bechko is pushing forward. Bechko destroy the OPs. But two Astils and Riddick from their OPs over here are trying to secure it. Bechko and Jimny Babog has a good opportunity to go around and into their back, but they did not. They just check pretty quick that garden and decided to push forward. And this is not a good grenade. This is not a good grenade. This can actually kill the friendlies over here. Yep. I believe that was a grenade from the Ludendorff. And here we go again. Stefan and Mainwu trying to go from their OPs inside the side alley. He's laying down with the machine gun, and Checkdog is dead. Because nobody checked this side of these buildings, and that's bad because SLB over here was still able, and Tvardi finally destroyed that nasty OP that was actually making them nightmares around the ruins. The US slowly getting back into their position near behind the town square into these sides. They managed to secure this side of the town, and they now need to manage to secure the middle part of the town again. That 76 over here actually helping a lot. They actually push them from the half of this square over here, and they need to push them far more than just this. Also, they need more infantry on top of the town center. M squad still have OPs over here. That's crazy. But they are, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, it's a recon squad. So okay, yeah, that makes sense. They have the spawn that far away. Let's check it up over here, up here, because there we have another CQC. Gara just wiped out ZKB's Tehaha spawn on that OP, and it was wiped out, and he's going with the flamethrower. That's one of his favorite guns of this guy. He's a maniac. He's pyromaniac, so don't lend him any matches or something with fire. He will like light up everything. Let's see the main battle for once more again, where Bachko is trying to survive in the trenches, and he's one of the forward positions over here. The artillery is actually pretty accurate right now on both sides. So that was a beautiful hit by the artillery right inside the trenches. And there goes another beautiful hit as well. Bechko is laying down behind this bags of sand. Astil has a shot on him. Bechko knows about him. You see he's covering his ass behind this truck and into the trenches. Good work, Bechko. Good work. Very nice. Very nice. Beautiful push. Beautiful push. What is going on the right side around the tracks? Yeah, the tracks is still in the hands of Germans, and actually there's a pretty big gap for the US. So the Germans have free roaming. They can free roam on this location with the little resistance, very little resistance. The heavier resistance they actually managed to get is on this crossroad over here, which is over here. This is the choke point right now, but on the other hand, the right flank is totally empty. That's a precision artillery, pretty precision artillery. That's a over here. And he got wiped out. That was the 76. Yeah, it's got from PBS just let us know that the 70s that the Tiger was killed, and they are actually pretty damaged, so they need to fall back for the moment. That was another beautiful bombing run made by the US troops. And the US troops slowly, but they do take in the positions they need for the taking the town center. They actually managed to push from this side, from E5. They managed to push much harder into the church side, but there is a big defense forces from the Germans, and through the buildings and through the main roads they managed to get onto the main road as well and into these buildings, and they now to clear these houses to actually manage to take control of the whole quadrant over here. But 76, I believe, should get back, should ask for repair station or engineer, because they are one shot. They are pretty heavily damaged. Yeah, as I was saying, they were one shot. This was, I don't think this was necessary. Actually, it was a medium, wasn't it? Yeah, it was a medium. I'm sorry, that wasn't the 76. That was a medium. That was medium. Yeah, the 76 is coming back with the full health. Yeah, and oh shit, I believe I was mistaken. That was the other type of destroyer Tiger. Oh shit! So the medium destroyed that Tiger over there. That was good. That was good. You should, guys, move a bit forward, just a bit, to be straight and not to be aiming this up. Yeah, and as I was saying, the right flank was totally free for Germans to free roam over here. The only choke point they had was over here, and even now, and even right now, the choke point is actually left, and there is nobody here. The Czech is trying to suppress that choke point. He's laying down his vertical and trying to fire inside the choke point, so the Germans can't push inside. This is actually, he's doing a very good job, because there's a smoke, so they can't see him, and he can see them, but the smoke is not a wall, guys. It's not a wall, so you can still shoot through it. Lots of players actually think the smoke grenade is something like a hard wall. So most of the time, what I see is like lots of guys just throw smoke grenades somewhere. They need to push through, and the enemy stops shooting, because it's like, oh shit, it's smoke. I don't see them. So if I don't see them, I can't hit them. It's not how this works. Even if you can't see them, you can hit them. So most of the time, if you have an MG in your squad and you're holding some kind of a choke point, street, or something where it's only one way to be the enemy pushing, even though there's smoke, just let the machine gunner shoot short bursts through the smokes, and there's two things that can happen. One thing is that he will kill a few, but he will kill the enemies that trying to push inside. The second that can happen is that you delay the push of the enemies, because there will be heavy machine gun fire, so the infantry can push in.
and actually your infantry has enough time to push closer into that choke point, throw grenades, or try to go around them, or something to destroy that enemy position over there. And we can see the US actually managed to retake most of all the sector on E5. They're starting to retaking the sector F5 as well, and E6 is on hold. This is a Mexican standoff. There's been lots of fighting over here, and it's still locked on this position because of the glitches inside this position right here. And also the D squad is trying to push into the F6 and trying to get around that down center point. So now the US force is actually trying to do a pincer maneuver on the forces inside the down center. So they are trying to make a circle and squeeze them closer and closer to each other, which will be easier and easier for US troops to eliminate anyone that's defending the town center. There was a one hit that actually hit from the front with the Panzerschreck, but it was over here, and it was under the angle, so the rocket just bounced, and it didn't went through. This is actually something that the Germans have a big advantage of, because their Panzerschreck has a medium damage and have a medium armor penetration, which means they can hit from every side the British tank. They can on the American side. They can hit on the American side from every side the light tank, even from the front, and even the medium tank can be hit by the Panzerschreck from the front and can be penetrated and made, and you can make damage that tank by the front shot. This is something that the US troops with their bazooka doesn't have, because the bazooka have only light penetration damage, and it means that even the light tank, even the Lux tank, you need to shoot from the side of the tank, and you cannot shoot it from the. There is like one weak point from the front of the Lux that you can shoot through the bazooka, but it's pretty hard to hit him. So most of the 80 guys learning to go around the tanks and hit them from the side. Actually, it looks like over here the US force is losing because there was an attack made from behind, and also Lux. No, it's not Lux. It's a Lufthansa. It's a Puma that gets a patch, got beautiful shot by his bazooka into the engine bay of the Puma, and the Puma is gone. That was a beautiful shot. Bechko is the only one right now, and Zakwepex spawned there as well. Why is he running away from the defending point? Zapex, get back, you motherfucker! Get back! You crazy bitch! And he ran away. He could help Bechko to secure this position. There was only two guys, and now they actually destroyed the Gibson, and he's still running away. He doesn't give a shit. Oh my god, he doesn't give a shit. He's just running away. He's like, I don't give a shit. I'm still running, and when I feel to stop and build a OP, I will stop and build a OP. I don't give a shit about the defense. All right. Goodbye, Zapex. Maybe we will see you somewhere into the fight. Nape is as a commander, he's trying to defend the point as well in his bomber jacket with his ML1 Durand. He's an old parkourist guy. He's jumping on the rooftop as a Batman. And the forces that been attacking from behind has been wiped out, and we have Emiru over here, and he's trying to sneak up upon the Nape. He's from the Turkish 57, and Nape has been slain by the slashers.
by the slashers. Actually, the US now should be known that they are attacking somewhere from here, because Nate was here and killed the guys over here, and he gets killed from behind. So the only logical explanation how the Germans are getting inside this point over here inside these gardens is from these roads over here, because these were secured and nobody came, and the only way they can go was these two roads over here. So it means only one thing, that we have enemies in our back. And that's something that should actually now click inside the head of the commander, and he should be saying in the commander chat, we have fucking Germans in our back. They need to have OPs there, or even garrison. So I need a squad. I need one squad defensive flags that will clear that side and give me coordinates of these OPs, and maybe tell me if I'm right or not. Check the map. The Germans actually clear this side, they clear most of this side, they definitely push out US force from F5, and they're now pushing them from the E5 and the rest of the E6. There's a Krieg guys in this medium panzer. There's a Karatam with the satchel. No, he's in the mine. He's trying to put a mine in front of the panzer. Yeah, he's putting a mine. No, he's not. The panzer, the Krieg commissar actually managed to see them both, and he decided to run away with the Panzer IV. He was just Panzer IV.
Hope we don't.
Schneller! Enemies, Americans behind us. And 280 guy and the engineer actually hunting down that Panzer IV. Engineer Kara just put down the mine over there, and SLB still in pursuit of that Panzer IV. Again, the US definitely definitely lost all of these points. There's a few left inside the church, but this will take no time for the Germans to clear it out. There's two Batmans on the rooftops. We have two Batmans right over here. Maybe it's a Batman and a Spider-Man, which are on the top of the church and try to hold off. And the Germans is pushing once more again through the middle of the city, and they are starting again of the offensive of the ruins. This is the phase where the Germans will try to make an offensive run inside the ruins once more again, and they totally wiped out all the forces around the town center. One thing is there that the H squad and the Charlie squad. Oh my God, there will be satchel over here. I wanna see it. I wanna see it. Oh shit! It was a satchel. Yes, Karatamu just make enough effort to run down the Panzer IV, kill the repairing man, and put down the satchel 30 seconds after the Panzer IV has been gone. There's been some information for the infantry in the chat. Squad needs to tell if their tank is moving or stationary. The 76 got hit from the front. They don't know from where. I believe they do. Oh, they know. It's 1-1 against that Tiger. The Tiger missed the vital spot. The Tiger missed the vital spot. And that's why the Tiger lost this fight. Oh my God, that's a fucking one of a lucky 76, because they got hit over here into the hull, and the second went into the tower, which actually saved them. That actually saved them. Holy crap. That's a fine one lucky 76 over here. They need to repair themselves as quick as possible and help the infantry to push through this mess once again before the Germans actually manage to get their tanks from the HQs back into the fields. As we can see, the heavy tank and the light tank has been over here. The heavy tank is pushing from the HQ, from the top HQ, and this this is the time that the 76 should repack himself somewhere and get back into the fight as soon as possible to help the infantry destroy all of the infantry over here and to clear out the enemies they need to clear into the town center. And town center has been falling into the US hands for the few seconds over here. 57 actually managed to push inside the Hartgate with a few soldiers. The Germans actually locked down the church for themselves. They actually trying to lock down the buildings on up top of here. There's three squads holding this side of the map, and 57 actually has one last guy inside this building over here. Let's see him. Maximum 53 from the Turkish 57 with his grease gun on the roof. No, in the attic. He's in the attic. Yeah, he's in the attic. And Snuro from VCB with his MP40. Is it MP40? No, it's fear you, motherfucker. Full of shit. Yeah, he's here with I believe he has an MP40 and he's trying to push them. They have a OP. The 57 have the OP over here, and they actually managed to push inside the point again. And the Germans have the garrison over here. This is a satchel on the building. Karatamu is running away from that OP. I don't believe this is a good move. Maybe he actually trying to get some kills with the satchel after it explodes. He hopes that will respawn the garrison and the satchel destroy the garrison and the guys around it. Okay, yeah, 30 seconds. Yeah, why not? Honestly, I would destroy that garrison with my hands. The satchel destroyed that garrison, which means the town center is without the garrison. And the Senor, as I was saying, is on the attic with his MP40, and he cleared the house. He cleared the house, and the King squad is trying to push inside. Well, Charlie squad, that's the 57 with their OP over here, has been actually, I believe, if there wasn't a supply drop. Commander didn't drop a supply inside these gardens over here, the Germans wouldn't know for now that the US have been right over here. This is something that actually managed to tell the Germans, they're fucking coming from over here. And that's something maybe what caused them this actually good push onto the town center. That wasn't a good idea made by the US commanders. So heavy Tiger is inside the town center. They are trying to slowly push inside to watch every window. And as we can see, Nate in the chat is actually telling the referee that their heavy tank is not responding on comms, which I believe is 57. This is 105. Where do we have the heavy tank? The heavy tank is over here. Yes, and it's the Turkish clan 57 that has been sent distress call right now that the heavy tank is not responding on comms, which is honestly not the first time that we have a problem at this competitive match from some of the squads that not responding on the comms. As you can see, this is an international competitive match, which means we use English, even though we are not from the English-speaking countries. And 57s are Turkish, but they should be able to speak English very well. And not only them, but a few clans in the history did make this program, and that was a beautiful round. There was a beautiful rocket by Windrunner. He just wiped out 3 or 4 players right over here. That's beautiful. So we have medium tank over here, heavy tank over here, and the Tiger is still on the top of the city, right behind this truck, if I'm not mistaken. Oh yeah, and he's actually looking down here. Yeah, and that was a miss. That was a miss by the miss. The guy let's refill, which it means in Czech it means guy who miss. So this guy actually miss. I believe he hit this crates over here. And as I know Commissar in the tank, he must be pretty pissed right now. Nobody's yelling at him. So the tanks get through this road pretty easily. No good offense from the Germans on their side. The medium tank is actually damaged right now, and they have one crew out and repairing. And the rest of the US force is trying to retain the positions once again. Sorry. Once again inside this perimeter right here. Around the trenches. Also, they managed to push the enemies from the church, and they're pushing right over here. This is actually pretty loose site. There is nobody here. The Germans are over here. All of them are over here. Honestly, this is not a good spot. If the artillery actually had a good markings, oh, that was close. That was a close airstrike made by the Germans on that medium tank. Good call by the others to tell them to retreat. And we have a assault guy and the 80 guy over here running into the backs of these tanks, and the medium tanks will be satchelled in a few seconds. No, he will not. This that killed him, but the rest killed the one crewmate. John is running from the wing with his satchel. He's trying to get on top of the tank. Let's go on, come on! Let's go! What the fuck? Alright, that's new. Let's go. They're panicking inside the tank, mate. They're panicking inside the tank. Yeah, they must be panicking inside the... and he's stuck. What the hell just happened? Yeah, the PBS is panicking inside the medium tank. You need to go from the side, then. You need to go from the side and now, let's do it now. Alright, satchel home, medium tank has been satcheled. Second of the crew is gone. There's only one left inside the medium tank. He's trying to aim for Dawn. Dawn's gone, Marlboro's gone. Aston is coming over here with another satchel. Oh, and the medium tank has been destroyed. The whole crew is gone, and Dawn goes to the phone for the satchel. And there's been another explosion of the Tiger with the satchel. That was from Spectre. That was another beautiful satchel.
Yeah.
As I was saying, CQB, CQC, lots of satchels, lots of SMGs. That's actually something that's very, very common in this map, because it's like a Stalingrad. You fighting door to door, house by house, building by building, room by room. So the US forces have a bit of hand with their M1 Grands and their which is semi-automatic.
but Kar 98 is in a very big disadvantage over here against the M1 Iranians. It's actually a good push made by the US. All of them is pushing from behind, inside the hard cap. Lots of the troops to push from this main road. There's one good MG over here, and they would have very good coverage. This is actually a pretty good push made by the US right now, and only two things can happen. The US can win this. They can destroy all these defensive forces and start capping town center, or their defensive forces will lose their defense against on the ruins, and they will need to fall back as quickly as possible to defend the ruins again. So still it's 50-50, nobody starts capping, both of the sides holding their defense and holding their attack moves. And we still have 50-50 pins for capping over here. There's a Panzer IV actually inside the hard cap, which is that's actually what's helping the Germans. Yeah, there's a two squads coming help to town center, but the top squad and speed squad from the German side actually. Also the Germans have reinforced inside the hard cap. That's why the US forces still didn't start to cap. All of the guys inside is counted as a three I think.
D6 getting hot.
And the ruins starting to fall. The defend forces on the ruins starting to fall down, and that 76 over here should actually help with the defense right now, not with the push. That's something actually what I would do if I was in that 76 right now. If I'm pushing through the ruins and I'm seeing the defenses falling apart, I would help with the defense for a minute or for a few seconds, you know, and then I would push forward into the attacking position to help the attacking force over here, because as you can see, the ruins is falling into the Germans' hands, and that 76 is backing up right now, and that's too late, I believe. That was a big spawn on the only garrison they had right over here inside the home anymore, but they are too far away. And for now the situation is in the US hands on the ruins. That was a very good artillery grenade once again. Mechanic from CGT actually trying to cover this side of the point, so nobody is pushing inside this garden, and nobody's trying to destroy the garrison, which is actually right now good. They have at least one machine gunner that defending the point, and even not just the point, but the garrison as well. And he was wiped out by the artillery. The artillery has actually pretty good. Oh my God! He just wiped out two guys, and I believe that's a friendly artillery that wiped him out. He must be pissed right now and screaming in the mine shed like, "What the hell, guys? I could destroy their garrison. You killed me with the artillery. Shoot somewhere else." That's something I was talking to. Actually, the second thing happened that I was saying. The attack completely broke off, and the Germans managed to secure the town center, and they now can split their forces all around the town center, and also still taking the ruins. They still even have enough forces to attack the ruins and taking it. That's crazy. That artillery is actually killing that anybody on that garrison. That's fucking crazy. That something else shoots. The artillery should have like 20-meter dispersion, but the last 3 or 5 mates goes right into the front of the garrison. That's crazy. The only thing is, I don't know if it's good or bad. The only thing is that the artillery actually cannot destroy the garrisons. So you have like unlimited spawn of points and kills for the artillery. If you're still spawning on the garrison, the artillery guy knows about the garrison and he's just sending the shells inside the garrison range. You still like getting kills, and you still hear the clean noise that you have the kills. And sometimes it's the only thing where the enemy can spawn. So you see a second later, and there was like 2 or 5 kills for the artillery guy with ease, because he cannot destroy the garrison. I believe it would be fair if you could destroy the garrison by the artillery. Still, you have 20-meter dispersion. Not all of the rounds accurate, though it's like, I don't know, you should be able to destroy it with the artillery for the sake of the game. The haters get inside the net, and he's on the garrison, and he was, I believe, the smoke shell just killed him. The smoke shell just killed him. Definitely believe that smoke shell just killed him. There's a lots of Germans behind in the lines. Yeah, again we have a choke point right over here. Right over here. Yeah. So you can see garrison over here, so they're trying to flood the system from here. Here's OP from here. Here's another garrison. There's 2 garrisons next to each other again. Here. Yeah, and also again the US trying to manage to attack from the rear. They're trying to attack right somewhere from here. I don't know, guys. If it's not worked out for the first time, you believe it will work out for the second time in a few minutes later? I don't believe that. I don't believe that. They should like try something new, something else. You know, like change the tactics. So right now attack from behind. Okay, it didn't work out. So now pincer move, frontal attack, and from the side. Yeah, and change it so the enemy is circling with you as well, and that makes something where you can actually make mistake as well on the attack. But most likely the defenders will make a mistake somewhere. Yeah, the 76 is still helping with the defense. That's a good. That's good. That's good. And it's, that's Panzer IV pushing into the town center. And what the hell is happening over here? Why are they... Alright, so what's happening on the medium tank by the 57 is that they got double repairs. Both of the driver and the shooter went out with the repair kits and start to repair, and the commander went out of the tank as well to defend them with their Thompson. Yeah, that's what happened over here. So they're turning around and they will try to push back into the battlefield by this road, I believe. And again, the Germans are trying to flood the ruins from these gardens over here again. We could just hear that the enemy Tiger has been destroyed. I believe that the 76 did a good job.
lots of satchel kills today. Yeah, lots of satchel kills. I can tell you guys, and that's something I was telling you from the start. There's lots of narrow corners in the city, so the tank is actually pretty vulnerable against the infantry. And as my good friend also every time says, if something like this happen and you have a lonely tank inside the narrow streets, narrow city or everything, the infantry actually can kill the tank even with their helmets. They don't need anything else. They just like swarm the tank. The tank is slow. The turret is slow. He don't have the 360 machine guns or anything. He can just shoot. The driver can shoot in front of him, and the turret can shoot. Yeah, the turret can shoot 360, but the turret is pretty slow on the turning. So most of the time you have like 75% of the tank with the blind scope. Even though the commander will spot them with the periscope, there's not that much things you can do as a tank crew against that. So in the city it's pretty easy for the infantry to kill the tank if the tank doesn't have a proper support. And in a map like this, you need to be very good at the coordination of the tank and infantry together to survive as long as possible, because first of all, yeah, the infantry can defend the tank. Also, on the other hand, the tank can defend the infantry, because the tank have HEs and pretty good splash damage on the HEs. So basically, he can like wipe out lots of infantry in one shot in the narrow streets, like over here. If there's like 3 to 4 guys next to each other at close range, one HE, wipe them all out. So just once again, 1v1, the medium tanks and the 105 from the US side lose this 1v1 match. And the Germans actually starting capping ruins once again. 12 minutes till the end of the match. Whew, that was close. Americans recapping the point. Actually, there is like 3 things that can happen right now. 12 minutes till the end of the match. One thing is that the US will actually manage to do something that can take them the town center. And the other is that the Germans will completely fall back only to defending the town center and the surroundings. And the third is that the US will lose the ruins. That's something that can happen in these 11 minutes. We have a heavy tank once again, driven by PBS. What's the situation over here? With the points, 57.2.6k, yeah, good point. 1.6k by levels, good. Very good. 2.1k by the tank. Well, the tank should be first, and 2.5k by the PBS. That's a pretty good. And 2.4k by the Greek Czechoslovakian flank. They are in a close with these longer plans that's on the scene, longer time. Very good, guys. Very good. I'm pretty proud of our guys on both sides. I believe on both sides the Greek clan doing what they can and their best.
In your back is enemy.
So according to map, again, the US forces trying to attack them in these positions. In the town center, they're actually holding the town center from the F6, and on the other hand, the Germans trying to attack the ruins from the D and C sector. Which is through the open. but they are actually on a close combat right over here, next to us. Oh, that was a mine, that was a mine, that was a landmine over there. What a shame.
It's confirmed, yeah. So it says there. It's right there.
Ah, that was a shame. Ooh. Actually, there's a lot of, holy shit, there's a lots of clans far away, lots of teams far away from us. Still, lots of, there's more Germans on the ruin side than there is Americans on the town center. The defending squad once again has problems with defending the ruins. Is he shooting something from the building over here? Ah, oh, he's here. Okay. That was a miss. Good shot, good shot. There's some smokes. I believe these smokes are made by the... Well, it's hard to say because there's like US forces and he's walking this side. Well, that's interesting. Actually, I believe the US will lose the runs right now. They start capping the town center, but they are losing the cap race and the ruins. Definitely losing the cap race. This is not good. They need to at least contest the ruins for 3 to 5 seconds. 3 to 5 clicks. And that's actually something that's not happening. There's one guy inside the hard cap. That's not good. That's not good. That 76 is trying to get into the hard cap, so it's a bit faster, but nope, that's not gonna happen. The US will lose this right now. It looks like the US will lose this cap race. Come on, US, come on. I believe you guys. I believe you guys. You will manage. 7 minutes till the end of the game. Let's go, US, let's go. Come on. Yes. The US will recapping. Yeah, the US starting recapping the point and still capping the town center. Oh shit, and start losing the ruins again. Holy shit. Well, there's not enough US in the hard cap, yeah. There is not enough US in the hard cap. Yep, the US just lost the ruins. Holy shit, yeah, now. 6 minutes and 45 seconds till the end of the games. Germans actually managed to secure the fourth point. What a shame. This was actually pretty good push by the US. They started taking down center pretty quick, but the Germans were a bit faster and started taking the ruins a bit faster than the US taking the town center. And we have already Germans inside the black top. But thanks to the tank, truck, and two guys over here in the soft cap, still soft cap of the black dot, they are not capping the last point. And now all of these troops needs to fall back into the ruins. Some of them needs to go into the black dot and defend it. As you can see, there's a lots of US forces running through the open field, right into the ruins. The 105, what the hell was that shot? The 105 is waiting for the infantry. It's not waiting for the infantry. Yeah, why not? They're trying to push inside the ruins. We have 5 minutes, which means 2 points can be still capped. 2 points can be still capped. The German forces actually quickly taken countermeasures against the against the infantry and against the attack of the US. They are starting to take in the buildings over here and these gardens over here, and a few soldiers set over here. This looks like this has been satchelled. Yeah, the hard truck is satchelled, which will explode in a few seconds. And the Germans actually taken the position inside the buildings. This is a pretty risky move made by the medium tank. He was defended by a few holy shit. Oh, what a luck. Oh my god, Saxons is just wiped out his two crewmates that were trying to destroy the satchel over here, and that's the end for the medium tank. That's the end for the medium tank. And as I was reading right, the Germans actually start skipping the black top with the 4 players over here. Yep, 2 players inside the hard cap, 2 in the soft cap. And the Germans were taking the black tops for a second. For a few seconds. Yeah. Definitely yes. We have 3.5 minutes left. Still at least 1 point can be kept. Still the Americans can take their pride in their hands and retake the ruins. And this match can end 4-1. And the Germans again started to keep the black top. What the hell is happening? Is the US like surrendering right now? Are they surrendering the game? Are they like, did they stop flying and they're like, okay, it's lost anyway, so what the hell, lose it? I don't know, because they were holding so good. They were holding so good this entire match, and now in a few last minutes, it's like, okay, we lost, so why don't we lose all the way, right? Oh, come on, guys, 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, you still can manage something to do about the last point. Don't let them win 5-0 in the last 2 minutes of the game. Oh crap. Oh, that was, if I'm not mistaken, that was only one man that can be with the flamethrower, and that's Aiden. Yeah, that's the haha. That's the haha with his flamethrower. That nasty little bugger. Well, it was a beautiful game, ladies and gentlemen. It was a very beautiful game. It was, for a long time, it was 3-2. For a long time, it was even looking that the US will turn around the fight. And okay, let's go US. Yes, don't let them win all the way. Don't let them win all the way. Oh my god. Oh my god, there's like 1 minute 50 seconds till the end of the game, and it still looks like the Germans can win this game 5-0. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. No worries. Yeah, that was great. That went really fast.
I'm speechless, guys. 50 seconds till the end of the game, and the Germans can stop capping the point. 40 seconds. 35 seconds. Holy shit. No way. No way. No fucking way. 30 seconds. Holy shit. Oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen, this is something I didn't see coming. Like the whole match, it looks pretty good for both of the sides.
The Germans were slightly better since the beginning, but the US were not losing faith, and they're trying new things how to actually go around and make something of it. Uh, honestly, honestly, it's a shame. It's a shame they didn't keep the town center. They lose the ruins, and in a few minutes they lost the last point and 30 seconds till the end of the game, and they actually lost 5-0 in a few last seconds. That's a shame. That's a shame. But it was a beautiful game, beautiful to watch on both of the sides. I'm pretty proud of our guys from the Creek with 3,000 points in the attack on the Allied side. Let's see if they didn't leave yet. 2-7. There's left somebody already, but 2-7 on the Axis side. And yeah, I believe there were more of the points on the Baker squad with the tank as well, because if we yeah there was around 2,000 point as well. So they did they did very well on the both sides. Well, you saw it on your own eyes. It was a shame, yes, but in the end, the game is the game, and that's how it ended. Okay. I hope you enjoyed this game. I did. It was a beautiful game in the after long vacation. We will see each other on a Thursday on a Greyhound. I'm streaming Greyhounds once more again, and I believe we'll be seeing each other more and more right now because the Greek clan got a new players, lots of new players. So we will be able to actually stream some events that we have on our own. So I believe we will see each other even at these battles that we will be fighting on our own without any other clans. So I believe this is the end of this stream. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you on the next run in the next week and in the next competitive events. Have a nice night and enjoy the rest of the night. Goodbye.